Reinvent yourself with a career path in EMS. Have you been wearing a shirt and tie and you want to wear some boots to work? Or whatever your 9 to 5 was or your career was before EMS, stay tuned to this video. I got some tips for you. Check it out. So, why is EMS the perfect second career choice? Because at the end of the day, one of the things that we need in this life to feel whole, to be holistic, is to be fulfilled. And how are we fulfilled? Where does our fulfillment come from? Of course, you have different pillars of your life. You have your faith, you have your family, you have your mental and physical fitness, you have your finances, but don't forget the fulfillment of leaving the world a better place. This is one of the reasons why God pretty much put inside of us the ability to help one another, and we feel really, really good about it because it's in our software, it's in our DNA. So, one of the reasons why EMS is a perfect second career is because the fulfillment of saving somebody's life, the fulfillment of helping someone see their family member again, is something that is priceless. And I'll explain it to you further in the next slides. But I just want to tell you the fulfillment that you get from becoming a first responder, whether it's a paramedic, a police officer, a firefighter, or things along those lines, is one of the reasons why becoming an EMT in particular is such a great idea. So, first and foremost, if you made the decision like, hey, I want to do it, it sounds great. I had family members who worked as healthcare providers, and I always had a burning desire to do it. And now I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s, or whatever age range you are, and you want to do it. This is what you need to understand as far as training and certifications. The training for EMT could be as fast as 6 weeks. And to work, all you need is a driver's license and the EMT training certification. During the training, you're going to have experience from clinical rotations, and you're going to receive classes, very, very basic stuff on how to take a blood pressure, understanding anatomy, physiology, the way the body works, delivering babies, very, very simple stuff that can make the biggest impact with people's lives. So check your state, check your city. What are the requirements? For example, the requirements in New York City are different from the requirements in Florida. So just check your local requirements, but just understand the training is about 6 weeks to about 6 months. It all depends on what school you looked up and all that stuff, but it's very, very easy. The barrier to entry is pretty much none. As long as you don't have a crazy criminal record, because if you do have a criminal record, you may still be able to be employed as an EMT. I've met a lot of people who were in the justice system, and they ended up working as my partner. And also, once you're able to deal with the training, the tests, and all the exams, you'll be fine. So just understand the barrier to entry is almost none. All you need really is just a GD. As in my case, I'm a high school dropout, and I eventually became a paramedic. So, real quick, if you're looking at EMS as a second career choice, income expectations, please understand you're not going to become rich working as a paramedic. Part of the income that I wanted to share with you has to do with the fulfillment I mentioned at the beginning. Part of the allure of working as an EMT, as a paramedic, is you get paid through fulfillment. You get paid by the adrenaline rush. People volunteer at firehouses. People volunteers as EMS providers because of the fulfillment that comes with it. So one of the reasons why I understand that the wage for EMS is so low, I beg to think that it's because of the fact that part of the payment, part of the compensation is the camaraderie that you have with other first responders. It's the ability to run around lights and sirens. So when we talk about income and exclusively, like there's EMTs who are probably receiving minimum wage or close to minimum wage. I'm sure there's Target employees, McDonald's employees that get paid more than EMTs who are actually saving lives. Although working at McDonald's, it's great. You're serving people food, even though it's not the healthiest food, but whatever, you're making an honest living. But I want to tell you, the honest living that you make working fast food versus working on the ambulance is totally different because of the fulfillment that you get from saving a life. Now, expectations and career growth opportunities. I've made videos on that before where basically you can work within EMS or you could work outside of EMS, or it could be a stepping stone for you as another healthcare provider path. For example, a lot of medical students take an EMT course so they can get a better idea of emergency medicine before they go ahead and become doctors. So there's a lot of opportunity for career growth within EMS, and maybe not as much as others, but there definitely is. You just got to check your local area, because one of the ways that you can grow after EMS in New York City, for example, I could speak on that, is becoming a firefighter. To me, it's kind of weird because the scope of practice of a paramedic is a lot more complex than just knocking down a door and putting water in the fire and risking your life. Like, I think the work that firefighters do is extremely commendable. I'm not throwing shade on them, but what I'm trying to say is it shouldn't be considered a promotion for you to have less responsibility. Like, you have the ultimate responsibility, which is somebody's life in your hands. And if you mess up just so much as the decimal of a medication, um, you could kill a patient. But when you compare it to a firefighter, some of them just are turning off and turning on fire hydrants, which is needed to save a life and save property and all that stuff. But all I'm trying to say is that a promotion for in New York City is backwards, where you get promoted when you're considered to be a firefighter, and you get demoted if you're a healthcare provider. Now, reasons to choose EMS as your next career, bro. I gotta tell you, stepping off of the ambulance after driving lights and sirens in a fitted uniform, looking good, smelling good, and doing noble work that saves people's lives. Noble, you're doing God's work feels awesome. Being healthy while doing it feels awesome. So, one of the reasons, or some of the reasons why I loved EMS so much, is because although nurses and doctors were getting paid more, I'm the type of person who likes to be in the street. I'm the type of person who likes to be with the people. I'm the type of person who likes to use his body. I don't want to be sitting in a chair all day long. I don't want to be cooped up inside of the hospital. Like, you're exposed to the elements. If the weather is good, you get to enjoy it. If the weather is bad, you get to enjoy that as well. So you're really living when you're working as an EMT, and you're helping other people really live their life as well, because you're learning the practical hands-on skills to help humans stay alive. So, and you do it while wearing a uniform. And wearing a uniform, of course, has so many perks. It's not even funny. Now, that being said, this is why I created the Advocacy Alliance, because whether you're taking EMS as a second career, or it's your first job, or whatever it is, I have over 20 years of experience working as an EMS provider, and I have a doctorate degree in medicine. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, I'm going to be providing to you a free newsletter that'll help you on your path. And if you want access to me and ask me live questions, we're also going to be doing weekly coaching calls. Just click the link below. It'll have all the information you need to take the step moving forward. I hope this helps. Peace.